Okay, this is a little psychological exam. I think that they should add into their, regular exams. And basically, what I'm going to show you is how quickly or how necessarily rapidly a person needs to think depending on their geographical, location. Now, when I moved up here from Los Angeles, from the Valley, my mom warned me about this. She said, "You're going to have to really, really chill out because it's not like that up here." And she would have known. She was up here 3 years before I was. When I was at a stop sign, she's like, they'll wave you through the stop sign. You don't need to run through the stop sign. When I was at the supermarket, she's like, you don't need to have an episode because, you got to have a lot of patience here. It's a lot different. The mindset's a lot different. And I think this could be perfectly represented by listening to scanners. Now, people up here listen to scanners all the time. In fact, I've heard once or twice in the last 5 years, people I know on, getting pulled over and getting busted on the scanner. And it's interesting to hear what the police say about that. You find out a lot of information about your friends when you listen to the scanner and they happen to get pulled over. Now, I'm from the San Fernando Valley of Los Angeles. That's nothing like it is in downtown LA, right? It's nothing like it is in East LA. And even San Bernardino and those areas, in Orange County, should be more. But, I'm from the San Fernando Valley. I was there for 33 years. Now, I've listened to scanners in Los Angeles all the time. And it's very active, and your mind has to be trained to it. You have to listen to it. It's like military radio. It's like military chatter. But when I'm up here, yes, see, the scanner, when I have, it'll even tip me off if there's activity in a different country or a different state. Like in Australia, yesterday they had a wildfire. And in Portland, they had an explosion and a fire. So I could listen to the fire department talk. Otherwise, it's pretty quiet. Now, I'm in California. Now, what county should I go to? I'll go to where I'm living right now, which I live in Monterey County. Okay, let's see what's going on. Yeah. Monterey County Sheriff Dispatch. That should be active. We should have, okay, this is for the whole Monterey County. The Sheriff's Dispatch. I've had the sheriffs come to my house because someone from LA called and said I was a terrorist. This is them right now. This is not very active. Hold on. Is it playing? It should be. Yes, it's on. Okay, maybe it's another station. Hold on. Salinas Fire. That's kind of close, but not too close. Monterey County Fire Agencies. Let's try that one. We have a storm right now, so there might not be a lot of fires, but there could be a lot of flood activity. Again, nothing much going on there. Marina's pretty close to me. All right, Marina, and it's pretty active police-wise. There's a lot of events that go on there, so I'm going to try Marina Police Department. This is just dispatch. They've got a lot of their regular radios are trunked now, so that people cannot listen to you on the scanner, but even dispatch is dead silent. I'll have this on sometimes where I live, and if I hear activity, it's a big deal. Like, hey, listen, it could be someone you know, but it's not that few people here. I know, but what I'm trying to represent here is the train of thought is represented very fairly. How when in Rome, act as the Romans. Now this is Rome for me now. This is different from where it was. There's all these ones. Seaside Fire. That's pretty close to me. It's streaming. There's not much activity. Now, I'm not saying people are stupid who live up here. I'm saying that the way that they live, the way that they, go through the Burger King drive-thru, the way that they purchase things, the way they're on the computer even, is all represented fairly by what was I going to add here? By how active their scanner activity is. In other words, you can psychologically figure it out by listening to the scanner. This is the way that people think in the city. The scanner represents brain thought. Right, not criminal thought, but brain thought. Let me try the Monterey Sheriff again. It's got to be something on. Usually, there's something on here. I mean, this is the Sheriff's Department of Monterey County. There's 5 listeners according to this. Usually, it's pretty active. Okay, now if I'm a psychiatrist and I want to see how quickly does this guy just think? Does he need some tranquilizers? Okay, like my mom said, look where I came from. Now I'll go and I'm going to switch from Monterey. I'm going to go to. Now, it's in Los Angeles County, but I specifically lived in the Valley, so we'll only go to the Valley. We have South Bureau, we have all this, South Bay. This is not the Valley. Oh, there it is, Valley Bureau, LAPD dispatch for the San Fernando Valley. This is where I live. So when I come up here, how is my brain activity? How am I thinking? This is totally a representation of how I think, compared to how it was on the other scanner stations now where I live. Here, we'll listen to it. To be quiet.
27, incident 4014. 3, Roger. Lieutenant 27, submit incident 4008. 27, Roger. 2173, you send us incident 4014, shows a route. 973, showing a route. Roger, thank you.
This is just the valley. This is just the valley where I live.
Your current location is still...
This is not even Los Angeles County. I mean, the city. This is San Fernando Valley.
We're still at the school, speaking with school staff, gathering further information. Roger, 15 LG. And stop. So there's on TC on the wall, then on an asphalt.
She knew exactly where that is. It's right by my house.
Roger, show me around to the school, please. Roger.
Wilbur, Kenzie and Wilbur, code 3828, RD 1766, Valley traffic unit to handle identified.
Six plus Charlotte.
Correction, 15, Roger.
Valley traffic unit is around misdemeanor Hazeltine and Victory. Suspect vehicle has seen on Hazeltine towards Van Owen. Gray BMW with front end damage. Driver, female, white, 20 to 25 years. Appears standing behind a white Toyota Corolla. Incident 3829, RD 92, correction 926.
Fernando. So the PR calls back and advised the subject with her armed with a brass knuckles, a male Hispanic, 14 to 15 years, a black hooded sweater with "Just Do It" written in white in the front, dark blue jeans and black shoes. The brass knuckles were on his knuckles, and he placed them in his jacket pocket, and he's currently standing by the fence. There are an additional 9 male Hispanics, ages 14 to 15, also loaded at the location. Incident 3586. Traffic units in 17C3, 17C3, ambulance traffic, Kenzie and Wilbur, code 3828, and RD 1766. Measure. 19, sign up 19, are you? Do you receive? See? 19, that's 19, come in.
It's 19, go ahead.
And this 19, clear?
Thank you, ma'am.
19, back.
That's 19, Roger.
19 cycle 121, clear from 8800 Woodland.
Suspect is in all black, wearing a corduroy jacket, Levi jeans. Protesting, becoming verbally aggressive, blocking customers. Code 2 incident 3841, RD 1557. North Hollywood unit, meet Airport PD at Van Owen and Vineland at the Shell gas station with the victim of a 211. Suspect vehicle is a dark Lexus. Last seen southbound Vineland. Possible license is Mary 885 Paul Ocean. Mary 885 Paul Ocean. Suspect is a male white. 5'9". It's code 2 incident 3825 in RD 1519. 17867, 17867, come in.
Do you have a message?
I'm going to try to call FOCC and BWC now. Thank you.
Location is 11101 Woodley Avenue, and the subject armed with the brass knuckles is a male Hispanic, 14 to 15 years, wearing a black hooded sweatshirt with "Just Do It" written on the print, dark blue jeans, and black shoes. He's armed with brass knuckles either on his hands or in his jacket pocket, and he's standing by the fence.
I got a app on my phone that has the scanner traffic for pretty much every place in the country. I can get scanner traffic from Chicago. It